All right. Welcome to Unfiltered. This is a side note. You know, life is always coming at us 1,000 miles per hour. It's always hitting hard, and fighting dirty, hitting below the belt. We can be faced with situations, circumstances, things that pop up out of nowhere. And they demand so much of us. You know, life is overwhelming at times, and it's so easy for me to be faced with some new situation and become frantic and panicked and overwhelmed and fearful and frustrated and irritated. You know, there's so many boxes that need to be checked and so many I's that need to be dotted, so many T's that need to be crossed. There's so much that has to be done every day. It's like we have this gymnastics routine that we have to do every day and get all this stuff right, and we got to stick the landing, and if we don't, then everything falls apart. Life is so fast-paced, and there's so much on the line. There's so much on our plates every day, and I can easily be faced with a situation and become frustrated. And the peace of God, which is in my heart and in my mind, it can be swept away and replaced by intense stress. And I can feel it in my stomach. I can feel it. I'm just overwhelmed. I'm panicked. I'm fearful. And it is during these times that I have to unplug, let my thoughts go numb, spend time in prayer, call on His name and ask Him for help. I have to be confessing out loud. The words out of my mouth need to be speaking that God is with me and that He's going to take care of me. And I need to let my thoughts be on Him and not on my problems, because He is always my solution for anything and everything. He has never let me down. He has never turned His back on me. He has carried me every step of the way, all of my life. And sometimes I get distracted from that, and I let my mind wander like a hamster wheel, and I'm so overwhelmed that sometimes that happens for a few minutes, a few hours, and sometimes it's days at a time. That can even go into weeks, and you're just walking around. You don't feel right. You don't know what's going on, and that's because when I feel that way, it's because I've let my thoughts wander away from Him and onto stress. I've been analyzing Goliath instead of analyzing my God. The peace of mind that I have from God, it can be stolen from me if I let my thoughts wander. Here's the truth of this. You know, only I alone can choose the thoughts that I think about. I alone can choose what I think about, what I focus on. I have the choice. Am I going to be overwhelmed and filled with fear and stress, or am I going to pray and trust God? And He has been so faithful to me that I have to reflect back on His faithfulness and push forward. See, He has made me a lot stronger than I used to be. And I'm a lot stronger than I ever thought I ever would be. And that's because it's Him. It's He in me. That's what Paul said. It's Christ in you, the hope of glory. It's He in me. It's not me. It's He inside of me that carries me. I am connected and plugged into Him. And all wisdom, all direction, anything I will ever need, He is constantly supplying it. So I don't need to be distracted and overwhelmed and frustrated and irritated by the things that are going on. Because He will dot every I. He will cross every T. He will empower me to check every box. Whatever is demanded of me, He will empower me to be successful. And so when I'm faced with a new situation and I find myself filled with stress and overwhelmed, I have to unplug, let my thoughts go numb as I spend time in prayer and ask Him for help. He carries me every step of the way. You know, you can be so distracted so quickly that we lose focus. You know, I used to think my life was filled with problems, and now I know the truth. My life is filled with solutions. All of the problems that I'm faced with, He is my solution. He is my answer. I'm not going to be distracted by Goliath. I'm going to be empowered and encouraged and motivated because God is with me. He carries me. I understand the burdens that you carry. Jesus said, "Come to me if you're heavy laden. If you have all these burdens, I will give you rest." And so many times I pick up His rest and then I put it back down to pick up stress. I find myself just doing this dance all the time. And this world is so fast paced that I got to unplug. I got to unwind. Take a deep breath. Everything is okay because God carries me. In Philippians chapter 4, he says this, verse 4, "Rejoice in the Lord always." I will say it again. rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything. I'm going to read that again. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. He said, you know what? Rejoice all the time. Be glad, be happy. Today is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. No matter what I am faced with, He is with me. And then He says, do not be anxious about anything. And this applies to everything that I've just said, because it's so easy in this fast-paced world to be anxious, not just about some things, but about everything. So many people struggle with anxiety. Their chest caves in, their heart beats really, really fast, their mind wanders. They don't have any rest, they don't have any peace, because they don't let their mind slow down. They trust in God, they say. They believe in God, they say. But their mind wanders into just this world of fear and stress, and they are constantly beaten down and overwhelmed. He said, look, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation and in everything, with thanksgiving, by prayer and petition, present your request to God. Let God know you are my help and I need you and I'm depending on you for this, and things I don't even know about in the future. I am coming to you. I'm not going to be anxious about this. I don't have to carry this because you carry me. I have an unending supply of wisdom, direction, provision, whatever I need, you are. So I speak these words of faith. My confession is, God, you are taking care of me. And whatever these problems are, you are my solution, and you will supply me with these solutions. And then he says, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding. Boy, that's so valid. Your mind can have so much fear, so much stress, so much worry. And he says, but the peace of God, it transcends your ability to comprehend. If you will just let your thoughts go numb, you can embrace the peace of God. The peace of God transcends your understanding. When you are focused and you stop here and you anchor here in your understanding, you will never have peace. The peace of God goes above your understanding. It is supernatural. I don't have to let my thoughts wander. I can let them go numb, and I can embrace the peace of God. He said, I will give you rest. I'm going to walk in this rest because He carried all of my problems to the cross. And He wants to be focused on Him in prayer and in my faith. And the peace of God, which transcends understanding, will guard your heart and your minds in Christ Jesus. When I find the peace of God slipping out of my mind or slipping out of my heart, I have to continue to go back and pray and say, you know what? I believe. Against all hope, I still believe. I will stand and believe, and I will keep on believing. I will never let go, and I will never quit. You are with me. This is the motivation. Sometimes you don't get it from other people. You have to motivate yourself. Sometimes you got to dance around in your living room until you get the freedom you're looking for. You dance until the chains fall off. You dance because He loves you. I praise you, Father, because you are with me, and you have been so good to me. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and mind. I promise you this is true. When I am overwhelmed, I just need to unplug and plug into Him. I need to let my thoughts get away from my problems and get onto my solution. Let me focus on Him, and He will guide and direct me every step of the way. And He will provide everything I need so that I can do this gymnastics routine and I can stick the landing win every single moment of every day. And then Paul says, whatever's pure, whatever's true, whatever's lovely, whatever is admirable, whatever is just, whatever is amazing, Think about these things. Don't let your mind be overwhelmed with stress. Think about these things. Just like I said, only you can choose the thoughts that you think about. Only you can choose to pray and trust God. Or you can choose to be overwhelmed and you can let your mind wander and you can just be all out here in craziness. Do not get lost in the madness. Do not drown in the stress of your daily life. Cling to Him and cling to His peace. And He said, anything that I've taught you, put this into practice. If you've heard me say something, if you've seen me do something, whatever it is, put it into practice. It is one thing to speak faith. It is another thing to walk in it, to say it, to believe it. So many people say things, but they don't even believe them. I will speak them out until I believe them. I am not afraid because I am not alone. I spoke it until it became my reality, and I was no longer bound with anxiety, but I was filled with joy and filled with peace. This world, it's amazing. It is. It's overwhelming. It's hard. There are tears and there are laughter. There's tears and there is laughter. There's joy and there is peace. There's darkness and there is light. There's good days and there are bad days. But the same thing that I say on almost every video, God is with you in every single one of those moments, the good and the bad. He carries you on days when you're laughing and He carries you on days when you're crying. He gives you strength and it carries you, and sometimes you have no strength at all and He just picks you up. These are the experiences that I have had in my life for so many years. Do not be overwhelmed by this world and all that you have to face, because you do not face it alone. He is with you. Smile. Remember the lions and the bears that you've already conquered. Remember how far God has brought you, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard and protect your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. I said this in the last sermon. You know, so many people say, I'll believe it when I see it. But this walk with God, this faith that we live, this walking hand in hand with God, it's opposite. It is, I will see it when I believe it. As long as I believe God will take care of me, then I will not see fear. I will see faith. I will not be overwhelmed. I will be encouraged. I will be motivated. I will see it when I believe it. And when I actually believe it, then I will see not the problems that I'm facing, but I will see God. I will see His loving hand on my shoulder, wiping my tears away, empowering me. I will see Him and not my problems. And when I see Him and not my problems, then I will have peace in my heart. Then I will have peace in my mind. Then I can let my thoughts go numb and embrace the moment and smile. I smile because He is with me. I sing because I'm happy. I sing because I'm free. His eye is on the sparrow. That's the reason why I sing. God bless you. Have a good day.